What's up, YouTube? I'm back again with another video. It's been a minute since I did a video because I've been working on my brand. We got a whole bunch of summer drops that are coming, a whole bunch of pop-ups. So I don't only teach you guys, I'll also be working on stuff and practicing what I preach. So that's why it's been a minute since my last video. But I'm going to make sure I pick back up on videos this month because we're going to be doing a lot of traveling, a lot of pop-ups, and I want to make sure we record that for you guys. So if that's something you want to see, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of that content. But today, we're going over why do brands fail? Like, why? I see a lot of brands that's starting out that think it's going to be easy and they fail. And a lot of people don't even know why they fail. So I'm going to go into it today. And it's not because the market is saturated. It's not because so many people are having a brand. Because there's a lot of success stories with the failures as well. So it's working for somebody. But why isn't it working for you? If this video is for you, please stay till the end. And I'm going to give you tips on why brands are failing and what you can do to make sure that doesn't happen to you. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want me to keep on doing videos like this. So, like I said, there's not just one reason why some brands or businesses fail. There's sometimes multiple reasons, and a lot of reasons be dealing with internal things that we have to deal with ourselves, that we have to overcome to make our business win. But these are a few that I believe is some reason why some people fail, that I've been training people and I see a lot of people have these issues and it holds their brands back. The first, lack of business knowledge. Not a lot of us have business knowledge. A lot of us are coming from 9-to-5s or just graduating high school or just never ran the business before and it's our first business, which is fine. But lack of knowledge is also fine. What's not fine? Not going out and finding things to make up for this lack of knowledge. There's books, there's courses, there's free resources on Shopify, Postscripts, all these things. Even YouTube, like where you at right now. A lot of people do not be structuring their business for the long run. I see that happen a lot. A lot of people don't have an Instagram page for their brand. They're using their personal page still. They're not setting up a business bank account. All your money is combined with your personal money, so now you don't know what's what. These things will make your brand fail by not having things separated and stuff like that. Also, I see a lot of people missing out on industry trends. A lot of people I know are not doing a Black Friday drop, or during January, they're putting a lot of their money during January with manufacturers, not realizing Chinese New Year is the full month of February. So there's no manufacturing going on the full month of February at all because China shut down for 3 weeks in February. So that puts a lot of delays. So I see a lot of brands that will like put their bulk order in January 31st and be upset that they don't get their stuff until the end of March. Well, the whole month of February, they weren't working. So these are tips and business knowledge that a lot of people don't even think about. Even the Black Friday play. When August comes around, guys, we need to be planning for Black Friday. We need to already start our Black Friday rollout. A lot of businesses start their Black Friday rollout in August as far as like Best Buy, Saks. They're sending out emails. They're letting people know what deals they're going to have. And even just wait until Black Friday to have a sale, I feel like that is a bad play on a growing e-commerce brand if you're just starting out, because now you're competing against Best Buy, Neiman's Marcus, Saks. You're competing against everybody that has a Black Friday sale if you drop on Black Friday. So if it's me and I'm starting my brand and I'm doing a Black Friday sale, Thanksgiving is on Thursday, Black Friday is on that Friday, of course. I'm dropping on that Wednesday before Black Friday, right before Thanksgiving, going into Thanksgiving dinner, and then I'm also going to still do another drop on Black Friday. So I want to be making my money before Black Friday even comes, and then I want to double up on Cyber Monday. So if you have a drop of 8 pieces, I'm doing 2 pieces on Wednesday, 2 more pieces on Friday, and 2 pieces on Monday, just doing sales and all types of promotion leading up to Black Friday. I don't want to wait till Black Friday before I do my sale. So that's one thing I want a lot of people to start doing. Start planning your Black Friday as early as July, like what you want to do, where you're going to put on sale, whether it be 40% off everything on the site for 1 hour only, whether it be 40% off or 80% off the whole site 24 hours, or bundle deals, or wherever the case may be. Go out and see what other companies have done for their Black Friday sales. Like, just type in Best Buy Black Friday 2023, this brand Black Friday. Just look at what other companies have done for their Black Friday sales and just copy that. Like, you don't have to overthink it, you know what I'm saying? But do not miss the biggest sale day of the year for any e-commerce business. All e-commerce business make their most money between the months of September and December, because that's the holiday season, and the epicenter of that is Black Friday. That's the day most brands make the most money they have ever seen on their brand, like the most. So like, you want to put a lot of planning into that if you're just starting out your brand. So a lot of brands do fail because they don't put a lot of planning around that and don't understand that. The second thing I see why a lot of brands fail is poor marketing strategy. A lot of brands don't really understand marketing or understand having a marketing strategy. And the simplest thing of marketing is, how I can break it down very simple for you guys. You want to think about it as like, yo, how can I get as many eyes on my brand as possible? That's why it's important to make sure you have a brand page. Like I said before, if you don't have a brand page and you're just pushing off your personal, like, it doesn't really make any sense in the long run, because you want to grow your brand as well as your personal brand. You can grow them both at the same time, but make sure you have a brand page that's strictly about your clothing or your e-commerce or whatever you're selling, just so people can go to that page. And you're going to see, when it's a creator account, you'll see on Instagram how many views or how many people that came to your profile when you check analytics. And you want to make sure you're growing that. You'll even see on Shopify how many people that clicked your website link. Even if your site is closed, you want to make sure people are clicking your site and just going to the landing page. Because by now, if you're following me, your landing page should be a lock screen for SMS sign up or email sign up or something of the sort. You should. And if you don't have that, I got you, link in the bio to help you out. But moving forward, you want to make sure you're promoting your brand as much as possible. If you don't market, you don't make no money. You want to make sure you're promoting your brand as much as possible. Now, one thing I see a lot of people do, if they're the creator of the brand, they're the sole marketer. They're the one wearing it. They don't have no influencers. They don't have no friends in it. They're the one that's pushing it. And that can help in the long run, because there's a lot of people that are very popular that have brands and of the sorts, and they push their stuff. That is good in the long run. But even look at Kim Kardashian. She has the most followers on Instagram. She's up there. If she's not number one, she's in the top 5. But she still have people model skins for her. She still do campaign with other influencers. And this is somebody that has some of the most followers on Instagram, some of the best engagements on Instagrams, but for her brand Skims, she still uses people to market her brand. So what's making you any different? Why do you feel like you're so special to where you don't need anybody to help you market your brand? So whether it be ads, influencer marketing, or just simply going to markets like streetwear markets and just telling people about your brand, you want to make sure you get much eyes on your brand as possible. You want to make sure you have a checklist like, hey, I want to have this many views on my brand page at the end of the month. I remember before I started doing my reels and doing stuff like that, I had a simple goal like, yo, I want to have 200,000 views on my Instagram at the end of this 30 days. Because at that time, I was only getting like up to like 80,000 views every 30 days or 80,000 viewers. But now we're doing 150 plus every month just off of reels, just by me understanding like, oh, every time I post a reel, I get 10,000 people to look at my Instagram. And if a reel go viral, I get a bit more. So I'm like, okay, I need to post a reel a day because I want to get 10,000 people a day. I want to do the math, boom, boom, boom. If I keep that up, at the end of 20 days, I should have this much people or more. Thank God I be having more because some reels be going viral. And that's simply my marketing strategy right there. Right there, I just did a simple marketing strategy. I'm like, okay, I get 10,000 views, 10,000 viewers every time I post a reel. I want 20,000 viewers. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 20 reels. And hopefully out of these 20 reels, I should have 20,000 viewers. That's a simple marketing strategy right there. As a brand owner or somebody growing an online business, you have to understand marketing. You have to understand like, hey, if I put this influencer in it, I might get some views, but I need them to go back to my brand page and follow that. Or you might have to be like, hey, if I boost this post, or like, hey, if I take pictures like this, every time I take a picture like this, these go up. Every time I use this background, these go up. These are engaging. So now you have to understand as a brand owner or somebody that's trying to grow your brand, what works and what don't work. You have to audit what works and don't work. Like, hey, when I go to their page, these posts be going up. Let me try this for myself. It's not stealing. You're getting influenced by success. You know what I'm saying? Notice one thing I notice a lot of people are doing, the supreme on in the street shoots, it'll be 2 people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, maybe if I have 2 models wearing my stuff, it'll go up more. Who knows? But you have to test and have a marketing strategy. If you have a poor marketing strategy, or your marketing strategy is like, yo, I'm going to post it on the ground and people are going to buy it, that's a terrible marketing strategy. It's a terrible marketing strategy. You have to do more. You have to do this and that and more. So you got to like post it on the ground. I'm going to do a lookbook shoot. I'm going to get an influencer in it. That's a simple marketing strategy right there. I remember one brand was like, yo, every drop, his goal was to get 3 influencers in the pieces every drop. All he wanted was 3 influencers. I'm like, damn, that's a good marketing strategy. And one of those influencers could hit, 2 of them could hit, none of them could hit, all 3 could hit, and it blows up the drop. Who knows? But he's doing it every drop consistently. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. A lot of you guys lack consistency. You lack the power of consistency. The power of consistency could change your life. If you stay consistent on that one thing, it could change your brand. Like, yo, I'm going to do this every time and this. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to stay down and this. So, like, you never know where it might take you guys. Like, you never know. Another thing that I see a lot of streetwear brands lack or don't really pay attention on is lack of financial planning. A lot of you guys are messing up the reinvestment money. A lot of you guys are running the pre-order or doing your drop and taking the profit and living your life too as well, bro. When you're growing your brand, I will say a lot of people hate a 9-to-5 job. A lot of people hate it. I will have a side hustle or a 9-to-5 while you're growing as well, guys. Because trying to live your life and live off of, trying to grow your brand and live off the profits while you're growing it and still take care of your bills if you have bills is really hard. That's why I love when kids are starting brands or businesses in high school, because you don't have that much bills. If your parents make you pay bills, you shouldn't have a high overhead. But when you start to have bills like, oh, I got $2,000 in rent, I got a car note, I got $100 phone bill, I want to go out, you know what I'm saying? It starts to add up. So now you want to live off your brand money, and that's money that you could have took to reinvest in your brand. While you're growing your business, you want to reinvest as much money as possible. Money into ads, money into getting stuff sampled, money into getting designers, money into just influencers, whatever it may be, money into using better manufacturers, raising the quality of your brand to raise the price point. You know what I'm saying? Lack of financial planning. A lot of you guys are still using the personal bank account and getting all your funds from the drop into your personal account. Now it's all commingled and you don't know what's for what, and you're taking expenses out of the personal account to pay for this, that, go get Jordans, whatever the case may be. It doesn't help. It doesn't help for the long run, because like now you can't track how much you're making. You can't track how much you're spending because it's commingled, you know? And now you're messing up the reinvestment money. The profit from the first year of your brand, even if it's going up, even if you go viral and do $1 million drop, you should take that money, pay yourself a little bit, and reinvest a lot of it. Because you want your brand to outgrow you. A lot of people don't think of their brand outliving them or being here for a long time. I've been in this business for 7 years. 7 years. I've been able to get my dream house, my dream car, help my family, travel the world, all that. But in the beginning, I was sleeping on the couch. In the beginning, I was Ubering everywhere. In the beginning, I was eating poorly. In the beginning, I wasn't going out all the time. So, and that's because I was taking a lot of my money and reinvesting in my brand, because I wanted my brand to go further. I wanted my brand to get bigger so it could pay me. If you just stay down long enough, bro, it will pay you a lot, bro. It will pay you a lot. So don't take all that profit and trick off, you know what I'm saying? And just go get all the things that you want. I get it. You want the dream car, you want the track car, you want the girl, you want all that. I get it. You want it right now. But let me tell you something. If you get it now or if you get it later, it makes no difference. It's still going to feel the same. Whether you get it now or you get it later, it's still going to feel the same. It's still going to feel the exact same, because guess what? You still got it. So if you just stay down, grow your brand, and get all those toys later, it doesn't make no difference. I get it. You see the boom, boom, boom at 18, da-da-da at 22, boom, boom at 23. It really doesn't matter, guys. It's cool that it happened at that age, but the age that it happens at, it really doesn't matter as long as it happens. Because the thing that hurt me a lot is when it never happens. When you want something so bad and it never happens, or you die just regretting, that's crazy. But if you just say like, oh, I actually did do it, you know what I'm saying, and lost it, cool, whatever, or I eventually did do it, that's better than you not doing it at all. So Don't mess up the re-up money, guys. Please, please don't mess up the re-up money. And the last thing, number 4, the number 4 reason why I think a lot of brands fail, and this is the most important thing, and it ties back into what I was just saying. A lot of people do not be treating this like a job. You be treating this like whatever. With starting a brand and having your own business, it comes with new freedoms. And the freedom is you get to do whatever the hell you want to do. You get to you can do whatever you want to do. But the curse of that freedom is a lot of people don't know what to do to grow their brand because there's not a boss telling them what to do. And they don't treat it like a 9 to 5. Some people wake up at 1 in the afternoon some days, 8 a.m. some days, 2 p.m. some days. Some people don't even get out of bed at all and don't work on their business or their brand. You have to treat it like a 9 to 5. You have to have a checklist. You have to put yourself in check. Like I have a homie, bro. He works from 8 to 8. Even me, I do 12-hour days, bro. I'm in the warehouse. I come home. I'm in my room. I'm still designing. I take a midday nap. I wake up and I get on Alibaba and talk to manufacturers until I go to sleep. Like you have to treat it like a job. There's things that you have to do. You have to find out what makes your brand grow and make a checklist, make a goals list and follow it and grow your brand. But you have to treat it like it's something serious. I get it. It's fun. I have fun all the time. I get to travel. I get to meet a lot of cool people. I get to do things that I always dreamed of as a kid. But at the end of the day, this is a job because even with me at the highest level, when you have employees, they can't be seeing their boss slacking off and their boss not paying them on time and stuff like that. You have to treat this like a business because it is, especially if you want to grow it to the highest level, especially if you want to get them 100K drops, the $1 million years, the $1 million days, the $1 million weekends. If you want to reach those levels, if that's you, and I feel like that is you, you should treat this like a job, guys. Get a checklist and figure out, how do I grow this? What do I need to do? Like, for instance, like I was saying earlier, guys, if you look at something, you be like, all right, every time I post this, or if I use this background, or if I use this photographer, or if I do this type of TikTok, it goes up. And if you only do it once, you're doing yourself a disservice because now you see what works and you're deviating from what works, or you only doing it once and you're not doing it enough. You got to stay consistent on it. It's like, all right, every time I post like this type of TikTok, it worked. Let me stay consistent. Sometimes it will go up, sometimes it won't, just because of the algorithm. But you're staying consistent and doing things that do work. Every time I boost this post, I get this many followers. Do that. You know what I'm saying? Stay in the groove, stay in the algorithm, stay consistent on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And make a goals list. It's like, all right, boom. At the end of this month, we want this many followers. At the end of this month, we want this many sales. At the end of this month, we want to be in this many stores. Make a goals list. So now you shouldn't be bored. I see a lot of you guys like, yo, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. You can't be any of those things if you're broke. You can't be bored if you're broke. There's always something to do. Get a job. Learn something new. You know what I'm saying? There's always something to do in a business. Like, it's always something to learn. There's always another level, bro. Even if you hit $1 million, look, there's people doing $1 million years. There's also people doing $1 million days. There's always a different level. And you always need to be learning. You always need to be learning and treat it like a job. Treat it seriously, bro. A lot of people don't want to show up, don't want to do the work, want to throw the products on the ground, don't want to ship orders, don't want to do anything and expect and have the nerve to expect that they're going to be successful, or have the nerve to expect that they're going to have the $1 million days, have the nerve to expect that they can buy any dream car they want, and they don't want to put the work in. There's no secret, guys. You have to put the work in. You have to treat it like a job. I know it says, yo, 9 to 5 is slavery. Start a brand, start a business is freedom. Look at how much money I'm making. But they're not showing you how much work they're putting in. Them days in their lives are cut down to 30 minutes for a reason. They start big, guys. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of work being put in. Even for the people where it seems like they're lucky, where it seems like it's just good luck, they're putting a lot of work in to keep it going. It might be luck for the first month, the first year, but it's a lot of people. Look around, look to your left, look to your right, look on Instagram. There's a lot of people that went up, they ain't talking about nothing right now. That's because they ain't put the work in. They ain't stay the course, bro. You have to stay consistent and keep on working, bro. Yes, it's going to be fun days. Not every day is a work day. You can have your weekends, whatever the case is, but you have to put that time in if you really want to grow your brand. Like, if not, just fail. You know what I'm saying? If not, move to the side and just let somebody else do it. There's nothing wrong with having a job, guys. There's nothing wrong with doing something else, doing the other thing. If you're not up for the task, do the other thing, you know? But I say that all to say, you gotta treat this like a job, bro. You have to. Look, I know I'm on a long rant, I'm on a long spiel, and I don't want to sound like nobody dad, but these are the reasons why I feel like a lot of brands fail. Lack of business knowledge, poor marketing strategy, lack of financial planning, and not treating this like a job, or let me say, not treating it seriously. Not treating it seriously, but that job structure really makes you treat it seriously. Having to get up at 8 a.m. and locking in on your brand till 8 p.m. makes you treat it seriously. Having to go somewhere and just locking in, or having to put a plan together or a goals list, makes you treat it seriously, because now you looking at yourself in the mirror like, damn, I did not hit my goals. You have nobody else to blame if you don't hit your goals but you. So make sure, like, comment, subscribe, guys, if you like this content. I'm going to keep on giving y'all gems, like I said, all month. And I'm going to show you guys, too, how much work I'm putting in our day-to-days, in our day in the lives and stuff like that. Next thing, I'm going to show you guys how we set up and have a successful pop-up. So if you like stuff like that, and you like what I'm talking about, or you want me to talk about something else, just leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get to it when I can. Thank you, guys.